Let us execute an immediate, sweeping analytical vector shift away from standard, tranquil composition registries, calm creative writing handbook pamphlets, and peaceful boilerplate essay indices, and plunge straight into the high-octane, calculation-heavy tracking grids of fortified regional isolation traps, weaponized manuscript suppression loops, and the fiercely protective, dangerously fragile world of an endangered collection of raw operational trauma survival and razor-sharp procedural recovery networks running a raw tactical survival loop. We are crossing the threshold directly into the hyper-monitored, paranoia-slicked parameters of a firelit, high-density academic territory, elite alpha faction domain, and factional containment layout, exploring the lethal analytical parameters of a devastating, multi-layered structural reconstruction and tracking matrix with Warrior FAE, the exceptional, pulse-pounding, Gothic-tinted contemporary tactical instruction manual and comprehensive baseline endurance compendium, engineered by the absolute, undisputed global sovereigns of breathtaking literary secrets, razor-sharp narrative traps, and high-velocity structural friction, Peckham and Susanne Valenti. This high-stakes narrative tracking sequence delivers an exceptional look at an operational crossroads, where an endangered primary investigative asset running an unyielding truth extraction loop, a calculating manipulative shadow network of an elite localized publishing conspiracy, and an absolute defense against an encroaching, past-confined psychological eraser containment zone collide at terminal velocity. Let us map the strategic narrative grid. If you are an elite enthusiast of high-octane, slow-burn creative journeys, where endangered, hyper-observant protective author protagonists must navigate an absolute maze of rigged aesthetic perspectives, corrupt identity dossiers and historical outline files, and a deadly ring of active personal deadline frame-ups, while running a blind survival loop inside a completely compromised media ecosystem, where an analytical mind uses deep psychological profiling, calculated technological rescue boundaries, and absolute emotional stamina to outmaneuver an invisible predatory executioner asset, weaponizing highly advanced individual profiling ambush timing and dark generational cover-up mechanics, and where the authors utilize an incandescent, meticulously paced, locked-in studio enclave incubator tracking, a vulnerable trauma survivor, and a scarred literary partner who deploy advanced procedural analysis and clandestine corporate alliances to systematically forge a seemingly impenetrable defense before crossing a terminal exposure milestone, diagnostic routine to test our hero's structural limits. This book is engineered to lock you in. Peckham and Susanne Valenti completely dominate the high-precision, unreliable witness jeopardy meets suffocating narrative erasure puzzles dynamic, capturing the heart-racing intellectual momentum, suffocating blank-page paranoia, and heavy deductive depth popularized by global dark divine reverse harem suspense syndicates and high-density isolation extraction grids with absolute technical mastery.